Okay, as we've talked about earlier in other screencasts, the table of contents is pretty simple to use and pretty straightforward. But there is one part of this organization that I want to emphasize here that sometimes causes people to not have their description exported properly. We've arranged the table of contents so you can have 3 layers of organization. Now these don't matter so much in terms of the linear progression of the audio description when the person listens to it, but they're helpful for managing your project in terms of, here's a bigger label and then here's some labels that clearly belong underneath this one. And even sometimes we have a third layer where it goes even into a third level of a layering of your table of contents. Again, these are organizational tools. They don't dramatically affect the way the listener hears the project, but they do affect the way you organize it. So it can be helpful in many ways. Well, one thing you'll notice when you start making layered table of contents projects, that these yellow these yellow boxes start appearing in certain places, and you might wonder why. Or you might wonder why when you export the project, not all of your audio description exports properly. And the reason for that is that in this particular case, this is the top level audio description, and these are nested within that one top level by dragging them in. And because this top level is not chosen as complete, then the tool assumes that all these other ones are also not complete. So that's why it gives you a little box just to alert you that, hey, these are not going to show up either. You haven't marked this one as complete, so these aren't going to show up either. Now, as soon as you mark that one as complete, then these boxes change colors, and now you can select, oh, I want this one to appear and this one. I'm still working on these two. But you notice again, this one's still yellow because it's a third layer in, and this one is not marked as complete. So if I mark this one as complete, it allows that box to be marked as complete. If I unmark it, then this box, even if the content in here is written and ready to go, it will not be exported because it's nested underneath this other component. So you want to make sure when you're organizing these things that you don't accidentally say, well, I'm not done with this particular component, but I'm done with all these, so I want all these to export. I don't want this one yet. And then you realize, oh, it's a layer on top of all these, which prevents these from being exported. So that would be an important consideration when you're layering your table of contents.